Steve, we asked Steve McNamara last week how nervous he was after the game. I should ask you the same question.
Nervous.
Circumstances.
I'm not so nervous now. I'm only nervous with 15 to go. Yeah, it was again. We probably well, I know we anticipated the challenge that was coming today. I thought we prepared that way, but probably exceeded what I thought they would come with. And in fairness, I think we were probably a little bit off the ball. So that's the lesson for us. But I thought Samoa, I thought they were wonderful today, and really took it to us. Yeah, the result was a pretty exciting test match.
Off the ball, you mean in terms of attitude or in terms of execution?
Well, again, both go part and parcel, don't they? If you're not quite, 100% in attitude, then execution's not going to be 100%. So, but again, that's the learn for us. And I mean, you take nothing away from Samoa. A lot of their, defence, created a little bit of that frustration. Execution, just with the tenacity that they defended with, and the energy that they carried the ball with. So, a lot of credit's got to go to them.
Does it feel like a step backwards from last week and everything you gained?
No, I mean, we're 2 steps into a tournament, and we've got 2 wins. So, what it does, tell me and tell us that we've still got a long way to go. So, I guess there's a high. We set the bar pretty high last week, and for us. So I think today's performance was a good lesson for us in terms of where we need to work towards if we want to really make a go of this competition.
Simon, you played a lot of tests against countries other than Australia and England. Was that the best performance by any of those countries you played against, or was it up there?
I wouldn't be able to remember, but yeah, it was a tough battle out there today. They were a very good side and played very well. They definitely beat us to the punch in a lot of areas of the game, and we're trying to throw a lot of shape at them, and they were handling it pretty well. And maybe that, I guess, put us in a bit of frustration and try to push it probably a touch too much. I guess when we looked best was just being a lot more direct, and pretty thankful to come out on top in the end.
How worried were you, Simon, with that 15 minutes to go?
I wouldn't say worried. We knew it was going to be tough, and they definitely were a lot better than us in a lot of the areas. I felt if we held onto the ball for a bit longer, we could come up with points, and thankfully we did. And but they're still coming right back at us right to the end. So yeah, I was pretty thankful to get that try towards the end. Well, for us to get that try.
Steve, the interpretations on obstruction in England are quite different to here, and you had an English video referee was just that try before half time. What did you think of that?
Yeah, again, I mean, sometimes I thought, today, in terms of that one, I thought it was a try, to be fair. But again, that's the interpretation. Sometimes it's not so much the interpretation; it's the ref's interpretation of that rule. So, but again, we hung in there with enough, courage in the back end of the game to get away. So, we're thankful for that.
Given how literal and pedantic the English interpretation is, does it have an impact on your preparation, who the video referee is, or could it over the next couple of weeks? I mean, there's some things that you can do in the NRL that maybe with an English referee or video referee you can't do. Does it cross your mind?
Not really, Steve. I thought if we had probably 3, maybe 4 opportunities where we actually got over the line today, and had we of I've executed, a few of those, then we probably wouldn't be here talking about, a missed opportunity of an obstruction. So, again, that's the learn for us as a group. To make sure that we take those sorts of things out of the equation.
How do you prepare from here, Stephen, for next week?
Yeah, we've got a few bumps and bruises down there, so as you could well imagine, after the physical nature of the game, so we'll need to regroup tomorrow and see where we are in terms of the players and their health, and then prepare for again another physical contest against the England side next Saturday. So we'll take stock of things tomorrow.
What about the new players that came into the side today? How do you think of their performances?
Yeah, again, I think both had really strong performances. So gives us a headache for next week, so which is a good one. I thought there were some tremendous performances today by a couple of young guys in the team. I thought Jason Tomalolo stood out for me in the second half, and Torquay Harris was really good. So that's encouraging for us as a team.
Was it a plan of yours to keep Tomalolo on the bench for a lot of the first half and bring him on for the last 20, I think it was?
Sometimes you just can't plan for things like that. Again, it's I thought Jace, his first spell, it was pretty warm out there, and I guess pretty intense. So I thought he was the first to come off. Look, last week I think he was about third off last week. So it just depends the way the game's going and flowing. So, but I thought the way he finished the game was tremendous.
Instead of that trophy they gave at half time, I take it that Pacific countries have to sort of come here and take that off you in the future. The way they've improved, it's going to be hard to hold on to, isn't it? I mean,
sorry?
The way that other Pacific countries have improved, it's going to be a hard trophy to hold on to because they're far more competitive than they've ever been.
Oh, certainly. I mean, you look at the calibre of players, and Joseph Leilua, Tim Samoa, Daniel Vido, those Frankie Pritchard. I mean, they're not. We knew what we were up against. I mean, they're very, very good players. So we will be. But again, that's the challenge for us is to keep improving ourselves.
Simon, how would you describe the atmosphere today? Did it feel like you were not the home side sometimes?
It was great, yes. Obviously, had the chance going on, both Kiwis and Samoa, and I know a few bus loads come up from Auckland, so I think it's great for the game. I don't know if it was a sellout or not, but it was a great turnout. All week there's been a bit of a buzz around, and I think it's a real positive signs for rugby league in New Zealand if we can come out to these sort of more rural places and get turnouts like that. Then I think only good things can come off the back of it.
Stephen, the tragic death overnight of Luke Tippany. Yeah, when did the Kiwis find out about that?
Yeah, early this morning, obviously, we had a couple of staff members from, the Warriors, and they were made aware of that early this morning. So, what's more to say? I mean, it's just, it's very tragic and, very sad. So, I know a couple of staff members downstairs are, fairly close to them. So, it's a good reminder for us all.
Stephen, just going back to your first answer about how nervous you were, does it feel like you've got out of jail today?
I was always confident, if we stuck to our process. I thought we'd, held onto the ball in the last 15 minutes fairly well. So I was always confident if we got ourselves enough field position or enough position of footy that would create ourselves opportunity. I think we created probably 2, 3 in the last 15 minutes, but it wasn't until the last one that we got over the line. So again, if you want to call that getting out of jail, you can if you want. But for me, I was confident that if we held onto the footy, got decent field position, that we were going to be good enough to get a result.
It was very late, though, wasn't it?
Early, late, does it matter? It's a test match win. we're very pleased downstairs to be celebrating the Test match win. So again, I think it's, we're sitting there talking about that. I think it's been a wonderful occasion for Test match footy. Get 18,000 people turn up to a rural stadium with a contest like we did today. I think it's fantastic, and I think Test match footy is alive and well. Beautiful. Thanks, guys.